Welcome back, everybody, once again to the Houston Texans Madden 21 rebuild franchise. The Texans are now 7-3. We have a chance to go back to the postseason for the third time in this series. And last episode, we won our fourth consecutive game in a row, which I think was maybe the most impressive win of the entire series. Shadon Roseman played almost flawlessly. 28 of 35 for 454 yards and 4 touchdowns. He's probably not topping this performance anytime soon. It was a refreshing game for the offense as we were able to get a lot of players involved. Devin Macklin had his best day of the season, and it doesn't even compare to the other games he's played this year, and hopefully we see more of this down the stretch. These games really matter, and we're trying to get back to the postseason. It's been eluding us throughout the series. We've only made it twice. We've never won a playoff game, yet I've done this series now, spending hundreds of hours making the videos. I'd like to get some playoff success eventually. Today, what I'd like to focus on is ideally this Week 14 game against San Francisco, because that will be us going up against the quarterback we had before Shadon Roseman, Jordan Love. We had really one good season with him, and then realized that the ceiling was just not going to be there, and we had so far to go. So we traded him to San Francisco, where he's played at a similar level, not as great here in 2027, but the last 2 years, very similar numbers to what he put up playing with us. Although probably getting touchdowns at a bit higher rate this season. San Francisco's been a pretty good team this year, winning their first 4 and then alternating wins and losses ever since, putting them firmly in the NFC playoff hunt. We'll see if that's the case by Week 14. We have a couple games to sim to start. That's 5 wins in a row right there, 28-21 over Pittsburgh. We're now 8-2. There's only one way we can finish 8-8 this season, and it's not a very fun path to go down. Braden Jennings 3 touchdowns, Roseman 3 touchdowns, under 200 yards passing for both quarterbacks. Both running backs had a high average, but not a high yardage total. Claypool scored twice, Jones scored, Blue had a couple catches, Macklin just 2 catches, and Cassius Fowler 2 more scores. I joked about it at the beginning of last episode, saying, hey, we're undefeated in games where Cassius Fowler plays. That was 2 games, the first 2 of the year. Well, it's still true. We're undefeated when we have the rookie Cassius Fowler playing. Now 5-0. With touchdowns in 3 of those games. We're upgrading Cassius Fowler. He's a 76 overall. A lot of route running in this one. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Route runner for Antonio Werner, who's getting a lot of upgrades thanks to that hidden development. Excited to find out what that is. I wouldn't mind getting a look at some point at Zach Jones this season. We've signed him and not really seen him play. He's also barely played at all in his career because he was on a very deep Tampa defense. We're upgrading Michael Arnett with power rusher in mind, and one thing I'm starting to think about is there an odd man out on this defensive line? And if there is, I'm thinking it's probably going to be Allen Beverly, which means that looking for a power rusher in the draft is going to be something I prioritize. I'm not saying Beverly won't be on the team next year, but it's unlikely to sign all of our defensive linemen to big deals, and 2 receivers, and quarterback Shadon Roseman, so eventually you have to bring in some new players. And that means I want a power rusher at that spot. I really like having somebody that can rush with power on one side, speed on the other. We have Nazir Tucker from Utah State, and he's more of a defensive tackle or a 3-4 defensive end, unless he's super athletic. Keegan Geralt, 6'6", 275. He could be somebody we target if the combine checks out. We have a lot of options here at right end, so we're bound to find somebody here have a pretty good combine. If the season ended today, we would have the top wild card spot. The Colts are actually in line to be the AFC's #1 seed if this all keeps up. So, two really good teams it looks like in the AFC South. On to week 13 now. We take on the Arizona Cardinals now. As we face another NFC West opponent, we get a breakout player trait. After last game, I think it could be Cassius Fowler, and that would be massive. Oh, it's Tevin Tyson. The win streak does come to an end against the Cardinals in overtime. Colts also lost this week. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick, 1-1 for Shadon Rosemond. Robert Penn, 74 yards. Kamara's with the Cardinals now, did not know that. Armand Dalton, 91 and a touchdown. Tight ends giving us issues. Ingram found the end zone. Macklin had one of his more productive days, and Fowler plays in his first NFL defeat. Brian Jackson, wow, that's the tight end we passed on. I think it's probably a good idea to see how his season has gone. 4 sacks though, 3 for Cordell Hillhouse, a pick for Denzel Ward. Let me guess, 2 tight ends to trade up for. I got the normal development player and the Cardinals got an X factor, huh? Brian Jackson, star dev, okay. Star development, more speed, less blocking. But we can get Fowler to star development. I feel good about that possibility. This is going to take us into our key matchup today. San Francisco is now 9-3. Texans find themselves at 8-4 with 4 games to play. Here in the AFC, we're tied for the 3rd best record right now, in really good shape, unless we see a losing streak develop. We play the Colts in 2 weeks. That's going to be a huge game. And we're probably watching at least 16 and 17. We'll see about 15. But San Francisco's the opponent today. We're going to meet up with Jordan Love for the first time since that trade. And here's the team around him, led by Nick Bosa at 99 overall, George Kittle, DeForest Buckner, went to the Colts. I think he went to Tampa in the series, and then back to San Francisco. Devion White at corner, Sean Kennard, Kyrie Fulcher, DeAndre Swift, he is hurt so he will not start. Doug Reeves will play some running back today, maybe Jalen Isaac as well. It's Fulcher, it's George Jones, it's Joe Henson at wide receiver. Plenty of speed there. Obviously George Kittle, we know how much we struggle against tight ends, and Kittle's got 85 speed, 90 catching, he can block. Stopping him is going to be the top priority, I think. Perhaps we'll see Dre Tatum draw that matchup against Kittle for most of today. He's gotten much better in coverage, he's making more plays, but there aren't many players that can actually cover George Kittle. That's why I prefer to just get to the quarterback and not have to worry about if the coverage can hold up. Cordell Hillhouse. Let's throw some speed rusher into his game now. We're going with a scrambler upgrade now for Shadon Rosemond. Throw on the run, short accuracy, medium accuracy, awareness. That awareness is now at 93. No weaknesses here for Shadon Rosemond. How do we follow up the last episode where Rosemond had the best game of his career? I think this team, if we can at least be an offense that you can count on to score 23, 24 points, which is just a bit more than we were averaging a little while ago, we got a chance to do some damage. We have so much potential on both sides of the football, and the defense has been really, really good in recent videos. So we're going to open against Jordan Love in this San Francisco offense. at their own 25, running to the right side, and it's Tevin Tyson stopping Reeves. Jordan Love is going to launch one downfield, and it's out of reach. Thought that might be a throwaway, but he's trying to get the big play downfield. Third down now on the opening possession. San Francisco needs 11, and Love will throw this one away. Great start, defense. Here is this Houston offense. We want to see them play like they did last episode. Opening with a run, and there's nowhere for Robert Penn to go. Only 662 yards this season. Has not been his best. Throwing for the first time. Roseman under pressure, and he'll throw this one away. We should see a bit more pressure today than we did last episode. Hoping that we don't see a bunch of throws as he's being hit and throwaways, but that's how it's going to start. Both quarterbacks unable to get any sort of a rhythm. Straight ahead with the run. We're all over it. And there is Dre Tatum, who led the team in tackles coming into this episode. So he's been making plays all over the field. Third down and 8 now for Jordan Love. He'll get it away, and it's batted back into the backfield by Cordell Hillhouse. All right, when's this first down going to happen? Houston takes over. Already the fourth drive of the ball game. Here is Ingram, the motion man. They get it to him on the sweep. Outside, he's got a first down. Got to switch it up sometimes. Play fake now to Penn, and dumping it off to him. There is a gain of a couple. One thing that Roseman did really well last episode is check the ball down when there wasn't much there. He wasn't throwing the football away very much. I wouldn't make any changes to last episode's pass game. There's Penn, spun ahead, hit down, shy of the marker. It's 3rd and short. Running for the first down. Is Penn going to get it though? I don't think so. Wow, Dre Greenlaw's made a couple big plays already. I'm not against the fake punt here. Give it to Russ Watson maybe. Oh my, they're faking it. Let's go. No, Wes McKinney. Throw it. Do not try to run with it. I like the fake. I don't like the specific fake they chose. Jordan Love off the play action. Almost intercepted. San Francisco with great field position, but Love has yet to complete a pass. Sailing downfield. This one is overthrown. He had a man open. Love now 0 for 5. It's 3rd and 10. Have to get to the 38 for a first down. Bringing 4. Love fires deep once again. That one's broken up by Denzel Ward. Love is 0 for 6. Now let's see if they fake it. Nope. That doesn't look very good though. 1st and 10 for Houston. We take over. And we run it. Robert Penn spins ahead to the 31. I do kind of agree. Maybe it's time to see some of these other running backs get some of the carries. At some point, I mean, you have to do a bit of creation at running back, and Penn hasn't done as much this year. Roseman gets it away in time, finding Ingram. I want to do a lot better job in like the middle of the game to get Werner a drive, get Blue a drive, and not all at the same time. But I think we can afford to do that for their development and to get the information on these players. Nice job there by Penn. I'm shocked that tosses don't work, stretches don't work, but outside zone, sure, that one works. 2nd down and 1. And we're going to run it to the right side again. Outside zone. First down, Robert Penn. We'll take the 6 yards. All right, Gillislee does check in here at the 35. He'll run it straight ahead. and gets what he can there. Daniel Blue is in the game now. We're all of a sudden rotating at running back without me having to do much. And it's a short pickup, setting up 3rd and 6 on the edge of field goal range. We have Macklin and Jones at the bottom. Norwood is in the slot along with Fowler. And the pass is caught by Jones. A spinning catch has the first red zone trip of the day. Robert Penn, the running back. Macklin, bottom of the screen. He's covered up by the ticker. And here is Roseman. He's got time. What's he going to do with it? Roseman, sacked by Bosa. To the air on 2nd and 22. More quick pressure. Wallace this time. 3rd and 29. We just have to get inside the 5 for a first down. And here's more pressure. Roseman fires long, overthrowing Macklin. And we'll see if Blankenship can hit from 50. Took 2 consecutive sacks, so this one is no easy kick. And it's 7 yards short. I just don't understand why the power has the variance that you would expect from accuracy. Sometimes the distance is there, other times it's not, which doesn't make any sense. We are still scoreless. Jordan Love is sacked by Stephon Ferris. Good effort, no first down. No points going into the second quarter. Texans trying to drive down the field again. On 2nd and 10, it's Penn for 19 on the catch. 12 yards to Devin Macklin, 5 to Penn. We're back in the red zone. And this time Gillislee converts. Are we actually going to score? We will, but only with a touchdown actually. Nice. Do not kick the field goal there. I like it. 7-0. How about San Francisco? They have not gotten comfortable throwing the football today. Teams have not ran the football great in recent episodes against us. But they're driving here. 3rd and 6, they get 10. Reeves for 6 yards, and then a touchdown to tie the game back up. We will go into the second half. A tie game at 7. Very little scoring going on today. And Houston takes over. We do have Antonio Werner in the game right now, playing that deep threat role. And Roseman fires over the middle. It's Penn. Gain of about 14. Maybe a little bit less. That wasn't a 1st and 10. But now at the 39, handoff goes to Robert Penn. There's an opening. First down to midfield. Running right, Gillislee just going to drive forward through players, and he'll get 4 yards. Handoff goes to Robert Penn, and there's not much for him here. Down below, Jacksonville losing very badly, as Tennessee's actually winning their game. 3rd and 5, we head back to the air again. Roseman gets it out there, and Ingram just stayed in bounds to get the first down. Motion from Jones. Running right, he spins off a defender, gets a couple. Here's a 3rd down and 6. Again, it's a 50-yard field goal from this spot. And Roseman got of the way. It's caught! Ingram in traffic. How does he do it? That's pretty impressive. Drive still going. No field goal yet. I form with Watson in the game. Play fake. Roseman dumps it over the middle, and Fowler will gain about 8. And there's an injury timeout, I think. And Norwood's in the game. That could be Fowler again. On 2nd and 2, Roseman floats it back of the end zone. It's a throwaway. But have we just seen the second major injury now for Cassius Fowler? Penn up the middle. That's enough. 2nd and 10. Roseman dumps it over the middle again. This time it's Jones. He'll take it to the 4. It's 3rd down and 2. Back in the end zone. Incomplete for Amari Jones. And we're going for it on 4th down. How about this aggressiveness? Here is Shadon Roseman. He wants to throw it. He gets the touchdown. Gordon Norwood. And now that Fowler injury icon pops up. Never seen it happen like that before. Houston goes up by a touchdown. Why don't we take a look here at the injury? It is a pectoral strain, so he should come back in this game. Trying to get win number 9 today. And how about the score down below, everybody? Bengals all over the Colts right now. We have a chance to tie them atop this division today. We just need to hold on and for Cincinnati to do the same. Running this one, and that is enough for a 1st down. San Francisco just struggling to find any sort of consistency on offense. We haven't seen them utilize Kittle much. Now the off-tackle run, and a penalty to bring it back. Here's Love on 2nd and 15. Nice catch, it gets a few, but a tough 3rd and 10. Love only 6 of 14 throwing. George Kittle, right side of the formation. Do they target him here? Love needs 10. Now needs time. He's sacked by Ferris. 2nd of the ball game. He has been on fire in recent episodes. I don't know if we have a pass rusher playing better. Maybe Hillhouse, because he's incredible too, but Ferris is just constantly in the backfield. This is returnable. 6 yards, let's go. All right, Daniel Blue's getting some playing time now. I want to see if we can get a boost to this running game at all. Blue's going to get the carry, hit the hole hard, and get the 1st down and more! Off to the races! Blue, 59 yards! He was an absolute blur to start that run. 59-yard touchdown. I already know what everyone's going to be thinking now. Is it time? Did he just become the team's starting running back with that run right there? This team is getting better. Last episode it was the pass game. Perhaps today we get a boost from the running game. And we're going to see a lot more of Daniel Blue in this one. You don't go 59 to the house like that and not get a lot more opportunity. Jordan Love, 2nd and 8. To the outside as a penalty marker is thrown. And that's going to be a 1st down catch. It is a roughing the passer call. Here's Love on 2nd down, right on target, and that is close to a 1st. Actually, a convenient 3rd down here for San Francisco. They haven't had many of those. Still, George Kittle isn't doing much. 1st down run, though, to take us to the 4th quarter. Are we blitzing Tatum here? I like when we do. He bluffed. Drops out. And almost gets the interception. And there's a penalty again for roughing the passer. Love on 1st down. Sees more pressure. This time, no penalty. Setting up the screen now. There's another penalty, but we didn't actually bring Love to the ground. That should be a hold. Wait a minute. We didn't hit Love. I don't think. Oh, come on. You're going to call that roughing the passer? You might as well lay him out at this point. Come on. He let up. That is one of the worst calls I've seen in this game. It's like the third roughing the passer. Handoff up the middle, spinning away, gaining 2. Here's Jordan Love on second down. Broken up. Denzel Ward. 3rd and goal. Do not get roughing the passer. Just sack him this time. We're bringing 4. That's a fumble. We got it. What an effort by Jabari Carr. He had to dive for it. I love seeing that urgency. That is sweet. And that's Arnett? Whoa, Michael Arnett with the strip sack? First of all, I'm not even sure what's getting him on the field. Oh yeah, Beverly's not playing, so Arnett is getting some playing time. Okay, go for a cut block and fail. We'll take it. And by the way, that isn't like me forgetting to do a sub. Like, Johnson has been the right end all game and the rush right end. So that was a rotational impact play. And the turnover. Roughing the passer. Yeah, right. 21-7, we take over. Daniel Blue. This time only 1. Play fake. Watch out for Buckner. And that is almost a fumble. Needing 10. Roseman sails 1 out of reach. And San Francisco will get it back. Still down by 2 scores. Let's see if we can get a good punt here. And it's going to go to the 35. I'm happy with that kick. Upgraded his power today. Alright, just don't get roughing the passer 3 times and they probably won't get down the field then. 1st and 10 for Jordan Love. Almost intercepted again. Here's a 3rd and 9. More pressure. Love got drilled and throws it away. That didn't take long. 1st and 10 for Houston. I want to see more of Daniel Blue on this drive. We start things with a throw. Roseman complete to Ingram for about 8. Now it's Blue, and he won't get the first down. So a 59-yard touchdown, and then 1 yard on his other 3 carries. 3rd down and 1. He stays in the game, runs it inside. 1st down. Inside, and again, stopped rather quickly. It's 3rd down and 6. And now we're going empty. We have a lot of fun plays in this formation. What do we got here? Roseman with time. That's caught! Macklin to the 45 of San Francisco. This is 2nd down and 4. Roseman got it there. And Jones has a 1st down. Roseman's in the zone on 1st down. Open is Ingram. We're inside the 20. Still throwing on 1st down. In the end zone. Nobody covered. Fowler. Touchdown. A 3-score lead in the 4th quarter with this defense. And just 4 minutes to go. Seriously, how is he that wide open? What was their call there? I have to know. Mike blitz 3, so it's cover 3. There's supposed to be someone out there. Probably this corner right here. We're finding a way to win better. And Houston gives up the 24-yarder to George Kittle. Finally getting him involved, and then picked off by Montrell Russell. We have finally become a team that I think has a chance to win some playoff games. 28-7 as we take over, but we're not done. Gillislee's going to get a couple, and we have a lot of players out here getting some important snaps. We have Antonio Werner. We have Gordon Ramsay's at center. Not thinking we're going to see too much, though. Just 3 runs and then finished. But how about this performance for Houston? We get the big run from Daniel Blue. The defense plays stout all game. And now, putting the finishing touches on this one. Gillislee, first down. Great work today. Houston gets win number 9, and we will be tied for first place in the AFC South. That's your ball game, everybody. The win streak did end against Arizona, but we continue our success against the NFC West, and we've now won 6 of 7, and we are in line for a playoff spot if we don't screw this up the rest of the way. Offense wasn't as prolific today. We faced a really good defense with a top 5 pass rush, but still 28 points. Big play touchdown. Didn't get stuck on 3rd down all day. How were we on 3rd down? 8 for 15. They were 3 for 12. 22 of 33, 3 touchdowns, no picks. That's the kind of game you have to play against a good defense. Robert Penn, 61 yards, 68 for Daniel Blue. Really just 1 great carry, but enough to make me want to see more of Daniel Blue. Gillislee, 7 for 24. Ingram was great as always. He had some really clutch catches today. And then this pass rush, just doing what they do. All that's left are division games inside of the AFC South. The Titans are 3-10. And then we take on the Colts and the Jaguars. Both are in the playoff hunt. But now this division is wide open. So, do we watch the Colts games next episode? We don't watch the Tennessee game, right? Here's the playoff picture. Still going to have us as the 5, but now Cleveland becomes the projected number 1. It's looking like this could be our best season of the series. 26-9 here for Shadon Roseman. Really playing well in the last 7 games. Not turning the football over much. And making a lot of plays relative to, well, I guess these games we still won, but we didn't score a lot in this 3-4 stretch where we lost. On the ground, Penn, 3.9 a carry, 722 yards. Ingram, 1,187. Yeah, that's going to be number 1 in the NFL, I would imagine. And for the defense, Hillhouse, 9.5, 8.5 for Ferris and Johnson. 2 picks for Marquise Brown. Roseman has the 3rd most passing yards this season. He is around 10th or so in touchdowns. Josh Jacobs currently 1st in rushing this season. Now with Indianapolis. John Sullivan's actually number 1 in yardage. It's not George Ingram, who's only 2nd. Okay, then. And Sullivan has him beat with catches and touchdowns, too. Here's where we're at for these other awards. Not looking like we'll have a chance at MVP this year. Surprised that no one's high in Defensive Player of the Year. That's a shock. Nothing really for Rookie of the Year, but maybe Roseman for Best Quarterback. Perhaps Best Receiver, but Sullivan's in 1st. All I care about, though, is finally getting back to the postseason and trying to win our first postseason game. 9-4. If we can just win 2 more games, go 11-5, we'll be a playoff team, and then we'll see what happens from there. But thank you for watching today's episode, everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. We had this team finally playing at a much higher level. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel and leave your thoughts down below on the Texans' chances of having our best year in the series. Have a great day, everybody. I'll see you next time.